What am I clicking on? I'm clicking on something. Oh. I have added more music to the playlist. Please don't burst my ears. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna make more of these. You guys are gonna actually give me ideas, and also I'm gonna texture them, so. I'm probably gonna try to do one big texture atlas so that there's not extra loading needing to be done. I don't normally do for personal projects, but whatever. I think they're gonna mostly be low texture, flat textures. First, I'm gonna go through some of these and just give them a proper edge marking. See. I'm gonna clear these seams. Well, since this is a loop, there has to be a seam somewhere. I think I'm just gonna put it over here. Even though I don't think the seam's gonna matter, because I think I'm gonna do mostly flats. I hit play on this. I never finished this one, did I? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna, because that seems like a lot of effort. So this one's not really good. How big is this compared to the boomerang? Oh. This one's huge for some reason. Okay. I already put seams on this, so it's probably fine. Checking my seams because I don't trust past me. Okay, this is quite a size difference. Didn't I have... Oh no, I had another one of these. I had this one. That's supposed to be the one I'm using. Oh. Now, these seams are pretty good, actually. Alright, let's make a file. Calculator, I'm not doing this math mentally. Let's do like 20. 640. Yeah, just 640 by 640. Huzzah! Let's make a grid. You guys can't see this menu. Oh, you can! That doesn't usually happen. Grid settings. From the top, every 32 pixels. Yeah, it's 20 by 20, so it's going to be big atlas. Adjust my settings to make the grids more visible. You can barely see this shit. I guess I'll have it. I don't know where I did it. I forgot what you. In preferences, I just don't know where the preferences menu is on this. Preferences, here we go. Grid line. Let me darken it. A bit better. Honestly, there should be a setting I can set per file. Yeah, there we go. make this yep, reference layer so it doesn't render when I render it. Also gonna probably help a bit. Not that thick, thank you. Yeah, whatever. Alright, anyway. Because I like doing low poly textures and like low poly and low res. But 32 by 32 is like a standard, basically, so that's why we have a bunch of squares. I had 20 by 20, which is probably overkill, but we're gonna repeat a few textures so that we can actually tile certain things better. What do I want to do first? I'm gonna do the music. I'm gonna do a yellow one. Like this. Music. I might start actually using texture atlases to make my life easier in Blender, but the reason I don't typically is because I don't know how much I'll need. So I don't know. Texture atlases are great for when you're not sure what you're doing, or when you know what you're doing. When you're not sure what you're doing, which is me all the time, that's really bad. I've been getting better at knowing what I'm doing. So. Well, that's good. 3. Now it looks like cheese. How do I make it look video? Oh, that's too good. That's too small. You're a nerd. Well, that wasn't even a copy. So I should probably, 1 second. Alright. That works. Wow. I haven't seen objects. Export. Hop back over to Blender for testing. Shader editor. Oh, for once I don't have to use my special N64 shaders, because I'm pretty sure it'll just be fine. UV editor. That'd be smart. The hammer one, because stealth is always broken. It loops fine, but it still does look like cheese. Oh, that's also not on AdCloud. That would probably help a bit. Easing. I wish I could make so every time I alt tab, you guys just. Man. It also doesn't help that it's not shaded. No, too bright. Oh, I put it in strength on accident. No, it needs to go into color. They're out of strength. Damn. How do you do this again? On. This is why I have a program that just does it. That just does a thing. What does that have to plug into? Oh, did I plug it into Sheen on accident? Is that the issue? I was plugging into a mission. Why is it broken on this one? Because I can't have this complicated of a node setup in Godot. Well, when I export it to Godot. But why? Emission strength 1 on this. I typed in 1, yeah. Oh, I was plugging the alpha. I grabbed the alpha on accident. How did I fucking do that? Okay, now it's glowing. That's not supposed to. It's not supposed to glow. Why is it glowing? Not supposed to be like powerful. What? How did I do this? Oh, Blender? 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 Right. Why is it glowing? On. Yeah, it looks fine when I plug in my other one, but the reason why this node setup is so complicated is because it's supposed to replicate the Nintendo 64 kind of look. But that's like if you have like vertex shading and shit, which that's not needed here. So I don't need vertex shading. I want to use basic node setup. But this one's glowing. What did I do? Oh wait, is this supposed to be? Oh, this is supposed to be black. That's why. That's why it was glowing. Never mind. I figured it out. Wahoo! Cheese ring. I had this on the playlist. This song's good. Classic. Wanna let go. One texture note. Also, if you guys can give me more model ideas, I'd love that. Because we are going to texture these pretty fast. These are not hard to texture. So I'd like to work on just like this kind of thing today. I need more ideas because I didn't model that many. Okay, I'm thinking like a Zelda style boomerang, like a little gem on it too. I get a ref for that. Dude, I have so many tabs open. I have because I'm drawing my comic recently, and I want to get that out soon. And so I have like just a Chrome tab open. That's like 100 different comic pages to use as like kind of like a reference for how comics should be drawn. So I paused the music to talk and then. Zelda fandom. Dude, I hate that the Zelda fandom site overtakes the fucking much older and much better website for Zelda, which is zeldadungeon.net. Dude, zeldadungeon.net's been around since I was like 5. It's just the better site. But then Zelda fandom, Google like pushes the fandom sites, which fandom sites are dog shit. You never want to go to a fandom site if you can help it. But I hate that like Google pushes the fandom site, even though Zelda Dungeon has been like the best one for like 20 years. It's just a better site. And plus the Zelda Dungeon site, it has like its normal wiki stuff, and then it has walkthroughs on it too. Like if you just need reliable information, not to sound like an ad, but if you just need information, it's the better site. But which is what a fandom site's even for anyway, so who cares? I just hate fandom. Such a shit website. This one's actually going to use a few textures. I mean, objects. It's throwing objects. Dingus. Tones. Objects for the tits throwing system. You dingus. I'm gonna be pretty small on screen. That's also why I'm doing low poly and low texturing. You have that wood texture. Is it? Yeah, it's up, but stuck on the grid. Oh, I love noise. Starts. Let's do a lighter one. I kind of want like a... I don't want that. I want like that like wood edge where it's like cut into more. This one probably won't need to be tiled that much. Wow, wow, wow. I kind of want... That's not the face select, it's the edge select. Jesus, that's huge. You know what I hate about Blender? Like, I actually get fucking pissed about this. It will just... Whenever you're automatic UV unwrapping something, which you have to automatic unwrap it at least one time, it will always put it at, like, a stupid angle, right? And here, you can kind of excuse it, because it's like... I know, you can't even excuse it, because this is what it looks like from the correct angle. You know? And, like, look at this. These aren't... Like, it always just spins it in a random fucking direction, and there's no rhyme or reason. It's so annoying. Who's pinging me? If it's this one person again. What's this person bothering me? Anyway, the reason I'm unwrapping this one right now is because I want to export UV layout. Wow. Actually, wait. There we go. I'm going to scale it, put it up here, because then I'm going to draw a texture on it, basically. Once we export the UV layout. This would be easier if I put like a glue on this. Wait. I have an idea. Only this part will have the crystal. Then only this part really needs to be fucking put in a specific spot. And this one probably won't need to be scaled like the other ones, at least not too much. So I already did a soda stinky. Oh, and I have a hangnail. Yay! I have disposed of it. Yeah, this one will only need to be like a 4. It shouldn't be fine. Oh. Blurp. Super grid. And now that we have this much done, your arms around me. I haven't been there for the longest time. Longest time. I guess this part has to be. I'm planning out the window, but whatever. See, I'm glancing at OBS to make sure I'm showing the right part. Have to press a button to make it show TSP. This is probably work better if I do this. Clear scene. And now I should draw a jewel. The YouTube marked the song is for little babies. Oh, that's a perspective ruler. That's not the ruler. Overlay filter, my favorite. It's just such an easy way to add texture to things. That might look good. Boom. Might add the texture to the rest of it, see how it looks. Yeah, I went a little too dark with the wood. It's wood tabor. Movie monster. Oh, hello. Who's keeping me? Twitch informing me that I am live. Yes, I knew that. Can't really get the detail on this. I think I have to... What's the... How do you do it with this Texel density fucking plugin I have? Does it work? I'm gonna go here. I set it? Well, that was incorrect. Okay, so this is gonna have to be longer if we want the texture to look good. That's not too much gimmicky. It's just gonna look a little weird. I think I'm only gonna make it double size. I might have to be triple sized. Well, not triple, but nearly triple. We'll just see how it is with double. Yeah, it's to go like 3-ish blocks more down. Oh, I didn't hit. Yeah, this is why I don't do atlases, but more efficient, kind of. So. They got now the woods are at the same like resolution, so they're not going to be like different resolutions. Hello. Oh, it's a stupid scan site, but fucking pressing me. Maybe this should be wood. This piece right here. Yeah, I think it should break up the shit more. Clear seam. Yeah. Boomerang. All it took was a really long texture on the left. Rock. Honestly, rock should be so easy. Not easy, I cry. Rock. Let's start it down here. Actually, it's so weird going between Clip Studio and fucking Blender. The controls for two very similar things are very different. It always throws me off. I'm trying to zoom in by pressing the Blender buttons, and the zoom in buttons on Clips. The Blender zoom in buttons on Clip Studio rotate, It keeps throwing me off. Every time I rotate, that's the only reason why. Under normal circumstances, I would never rotate. I'm thinking. Okay. If you don't know what I'm doing, I'm trying to make a loop. Rock-like. Early. Yeah, that's all I should need, really. I shouldn't need that big of a part of the atlas for this one. It's always funny seeing it spawn in before I fuck with the atlas. How many vertexes this shit had? Yeah, I think maybe I do need more space, actually. Actually, this might look good, all blurry and weird. Well, let me cook. Or the only reason of texture atlases, Blender should have like a feature where you can unwrap, but like select a bit of your texture. Where it's like unwrap it, but unwrap it in this, you know? for this specific purpose, so I don't have to like manually adjust it perfectly. That looks like a rock to me. That's rockish. You can kind of see the seam going through the middle here. But you won't see it in movement. It's fine. Whatever. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Soda. This one's gonna take a few textures. Maybe just like 2, actually. Yeah, a few. Whatever. Oh, I never swapped back over. Lol. Or maybe I did and I swapped back over an accident. That is what the rock looks like. You can see the seam. Let's see. Soda. First, we need a spot for like the red of the soda. I mean, I don't know, cola, I guess. This texture can actually just be... Actually, wait. Cooking? Cooking? Thinking? Cooking? From Treasure Planet? Is that what you mean? Maybe. Dark. Actually, yeah, that can just be that, red. Oh shoot, what's that logo from? Like, let me find it. Oh, I think that one's still in my other one. Yep, it's still in here. Because I've moved pretty much all of my... I have pretty much all of my Blender textures to like a certain spot, but old ones like the Nintendo 6, like the 7-Eleven, aren't moved. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna use one of these. Yeah, we're gonna use this logo. I have to redraw because it's too small, obviously. Depths below, the sun don't shine. Just This works. Why is this upside down? Cola. It's poking down into the thing a little bit. Then we just need like a silvery texture and a slightly less silvery texture. I guess aluminum is the actually right word, but whatever. That should work. Now everything needs to be complicated. To put this back on screen, sorry. And since this texture is flat, we can just do this. Soda. No, that's the one we're not using. Oh, and that's it. We got them all. Alright, time to make new ones. Let's do a bone, I guess. I wonder for how big they are, because I remember I have the test in here. Yeah, the throw command's not working. I don't know how I broke it. Now, what if I reboot it? It just doesn't work if I turn it off and on again. They're like about that big. guess I should make it as big as the Bumore. We only need to model one part of the bone. Unless we want to make it a little... I'll do that later. I need to model 1/4 of... Actually, when you think about it... We only need to model 1/8 of the bone. It's a very symmetrical object. Took a picture of a bone before I freehand the shit. Raccoon bone. Aced my anti-AI script. Tip part's gonna be the hard part. It's too late. Let's get the boomerang out of here. Red snap? That's a bad snap to be on. Look better like this. Yeah. Oh, the tip's kind of small. bone-like. That should be good. Just to add my scene. Yeehaw. Nerd. Womp. It's not looped yet. It needs fixed. Could make it a let's make the base part bigger. That'll probably help a fuck ton. Really annoys that shit. Also do this awesome thing called just looping it differently. This. That helps a fair bit more. open air, new teardrops everywhere. I'll do the cards, I guess. This one won't be too hard. But what's the aspect ratio? It's like 700 by 600. I think. Teach me how to dance. Yeah, it's about 700 by 600. That's insane. Reckon I have it saved somewhere. $500 by 700. Using the bone for a reference. Honestly, this is the easiest way I find to do this. I just shrink it. I know it's the right proportion. Not this big in comparison. Make myself believe How do you get those? Do I have that? Oh, I do have that. I only have one. How do you get those? I only have one of those. This is a global emote, but I only have one. Maybe they just pop up. I have it. I don't want to click and shit. I didn't click anything. Wow, easiest thing in my life. One, ta-da. Do a few of these too. Google. Of course, there's not going to be a result on Google. This shit's too obscure. Don't use the cat one. They used AI for the cat one, by the way. They got a lot of backlash from that one. That was like 2 years ago they added that. And no one was happy about it. Like, it's a fucking cat. There are a trillion cat images and you have to fucking use AI. It's so fucking stupid. Squish it, bit crunch it to be Nintendo 64. Rotate it, undo rotate. Bit crunch. Bit crunch should I bit crunch this? Most it can only be 4x4, based on Nintendo 64 rules that I like to. It's probably smarter not to do it through the transform tool, but just to export a version of this at the size I need. Bit crunched version obtained. The reason I need a bit crunched version, or just also the right size, is I have to make a card back because there's no uploads of the card back. It's kind of should I use the real life one or the one in the show? Because in the show it's like light gray. In real life, it's like black with a red circle. Feature that I feature on this fucking program that I never use is the auto outline, but it is useful. And it'll be so small you can't see it. Whatever. And let's make a few cards for the card back, I guess. Or for the card front. I think it's more fun if we do some custom ones. Do I still have a thing set up to capture this? Huzzah! Alright guys, I guess this is also a custom card making stream. We're gonna make some customs. What do we want? What are we making? I'll do one for each tribe. Yeah, what do I put? Pinged by this server. It's not Thursday. We only ping on Thursdays. What is this? I literally just got pinged for Happy Ramadan. I don't think I've ever been pinged for that, but congrats if true. I know what Ramadan is, but I don't know what it is now. Is it now, or am I being troll pinged? Is this a joke ping, or is this a real ping? Ramadan. I don't know. Oh, it's starting in... Oh, it just started, like, 4 hours ago. I don't know why I got pinged for it now. Happy Ramadan. For those who celebrate, I guess. I think that's the first time in my whole life I've been pinged for that. That's my Discord vibrating. Knock it off. Vibrating it. I'm gonna take random images from the Zara's family photos page. I'm doing this one. Still clear where I'm meant to go, and at last I see a light, like fog has lifted. For 45738. 45738. Oh, I pinged again. Who's pinging me? Not bothering swapping the screen over for me editing the images because that's just it, because how my life got flipped turned upside down. Just so like that. Yeah. It's gonna take random images from that folder. Oh, that's why'd I go here? I'm trying to change the I think it'll be a white card. No, that's a bit too bright though. Damn, artists making their colors great. Nope, that's not subtype. Scout. A scout caretaker. Oh, it's too big of it's too long of a name. You're not gonna be able to read the name anyway. I'm just gonna use whatever the stats it gives me, because it won't matter for this scenario. I should fix that. 60? No, 70. 55. 50. And the musicians, 2. Energy, 50. Yeah, Earth makes sense. Text literally does not matter here. I'm just typing whatever. I have to shrink it first. You can't make out what it says anyway. And I posted a lot of cream art in this subreddit. Or not subreddit, my Discord channel. Post like 5 Connie images in here. This one works. It takes me a moment to Photoshop them. Oh, that's the wrong image. That's just the same image from before. Here we go. Wind. .25 power is pretty accurate, not gonna lie. I'm gonna swap these stats, because who cares? Who gives a fuck? Forgot the song's on my playlist twice. Wait. I'm on shuffle. The song's on my playlist twice as part of a glitch that I found funny, but we're on shuffle. We went from the second version of the song to the first one via the shuffle mechanic. That's amazing. I had to double check shuffle was on. It is, and that's just what happened. Crazy. I thought I was tabbed into Clip Studio Paint when I pressed Control W. I was still tabbed into the other thing. That's a bit funny. I just closed the music. Now we have 2 in here. The collection is growing. I always liked this fan art of Tulin. We'll use this one. Not the way things sound. Excuse me. That's not what I want. There's a joke forming in my head, and I'm trying to let it form, but I'm struggling. You're a dork. Yeah, we need to make 2 more. Actually, wait, 3 more, technically. Who is next? Where is my Discord? Dude, streaming always have like 9 tabs open. What choke card am I making next for them? This folder is 99% pictures of green. Why don't we do Luca? Let's do Luca next. Oh my god, this image of Luca is huge. This Luca art could already be put on a card, dude. relationship. It turns you cut your hair from your lips to truly hallelujah. Okay. Honestly, no element. 25. Well, that one was a fast one. Press it. Oh. I was like, why'd I get an error? I was doing something stupid, that's oh. Man, it's a good thing I gave myself a fuck ton of space. I don't expect to put this many I don't expect to do this. Social dancer. Yeah, we're gonna skip Danians because I hate them. Yeah. Bit crunched version. Alright, we're done. We added a bunch of cards. Oops. Where's Blender? I've not touched it in like minutes now. Why did it automatically go to that after I closed that? Yeah, let's just screen share that. That's not entirely stupid or anything. Lol. Anyway. Try to put this back on. This. This shitty ass card back. I just reuse the bone texture for the side, who cares? I want it to be thinner. No reason I can't make it a bit thinner. bothers me that these aren't lined up perfectly. Literally backwards. I think it's the first time this song's played on stream. Yeah, we made a bunch of cards. I'm gonna have to do some programming in the actual program to make these randomly cycle through. Because I don't want the card to be weighted too hard, you know? Because if I just input all the cards as 5 separate items, then it means that it's 5 times more likely. So I'm gonna have to put some code in to be like, no, just card is 1 entry, pick a random card. Actually, I think I did code something like that already. I think I did plan ahead for if I did something like that. I did put something in for that. Did I? Hold on, let me open the code. I'm not gonna code it now, I just wanna check, because I think I did actually. I coded this like months ago, and I just haven't made the models for the code. I think I did. Something like that, because I'm like, oh, what if I want something to have random textures? How am I gonna solve that? And I think I did think of something. Taking fucking 30 minutes for the coding program to open. I can look at my source code. Oh, I didn't even open it. Did the startup thing and then it just didn't. Visual Studio? Are you gonna open? I want to look at my code. Thank you. Took like 8 tries. Come on, your program's basically a glorified text editor. Didn't take that long to open. Care about the patch notes for a fucking text editor. Shut up. Alright, here we go. Okay, yep. Yeah, I can show the code on screen. There's no reason I can't. I think I've done this once or twice. Actually, I think I have a specific capture for capturing code. Yeah, coding adventure screen. Welcome to my code hell. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this is the code for throwing the object. What the viewport I put in there for this? Okay, I don't think I did programming for it, but it shouldn't be that hard to program when I do. Next object. How many objects do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably get more than that, dude. Six if we count all the cards as one, that is. Which they will be. Do a bottle. Oh, that kind of fits into can. Could just do like a heart. Oh, no, we don't need 5. No, that should be good. In terms of needing the bone. Alright, oh, it's a heart. Oh, that was easy. Love this cover. Well, that one's intimidating. Look at that one. Yeah, what's a heart? These are easy to crank out when... I don't know where I was going with that sentence. When? Alright, what else? Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. I think I'll do 10 for tonight. Something I could do is I could make the cards not have their own atlas and then have it randomly pick a texture. I don't know. I was just thinking of the coding. Second, I don't want to listen to that song again, so I'm picking one out manually. It's a JJK item. I might do Kento's fucking board. That's a JJK item. I got a picture. I don't know what you mean by that. Well, that's not what you said, though. Let's see. Chicken with its head cut off. I'm not a brain. I don't know when I'm supposed to stop. That's kind of up and out. broken, just bent. Broken, just bent, and we can learn to love again. It's just we will find we had everything. We still have everything, and it's only in your mind. Having real bad dreams. I'm just supposed to me. More than empty sheets. Pain island. We're not broken, just bent, and we can learn to love again. Starting to swim. Not broken, just bent. Love again. I do too. And now it's as bad. Again. 'Cause I'm not broken. So now, second we're not broken, just bent, and we can learn to love again. Oh, this part of the texture is gonna be easy. Not broken, just bent. Can I to love again? Wow. Can I to love again? Clear right in my sleep. Like the ninth time the song is played, but I don't give a fuck. That might work. shuffle's not on. That'd explain that. I don't know why it got turned on. I should make that green a little darker. Is the handle too? The handle's too long. That's why it looks weird. That's an easy fix. Then I just kind of clicked in my head that the handle is way too long. About that. Nanami sword. Or knife, whatever, it's a blade. Kinda. That's 8. Do I want to do 2 more or do I want to be done? I mean, I'm not done with stream, but done with this particular shit. That's good for now, at least. I might think about the things later, but this is definitely enough to implement it. So hopefully between this stream and next stream, I'll remember to add these to the program. It won't be too hard. My biggest fear, and why I don't want to do too many, is I hope it doesn't lag out in too many games. I have already programmed a way to turn it off in case it might lag during games, but if it lags during too many games, that's going to be unfortunate. I don't know. The main thing I've been having an issue with my VTube program is like it doesn't max out anything. Like it doesn't like when I'm running a heavy game, it doesn't max out, but it still lags. And I think it's just like it's something to do, I think, with it's just the graphics that lag, nothing else lag. And it just requires a restart. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know. I've tried all sorts of settings to try fix it. Actually, there's a few things I could try sometime, but I don't know. It's only during specific games, and even if they don't max out my GPU or anything, it's like the graphics struggle sometimes. Now what to do? Because I got although I do have the, like, test objects in here. what it'll look like. Oh, and also do sound effect. That's probably what's gonna take the longest. I'm probably just gonna like be in agony trying to do sound effects because that's also a placeholder sound effect. I need to find, definitely for the Nanami one, I'm gonna try to find the sound effect from the anime and use that. That'd be funny. Well, now what to do for the rest of stream. That's not stream time. Once I got the Blender file. I could work on the 7-Eleven file again for the first time in like months. Let's check what the last date I did the 7-Eleven on. August of last year is the last time I opened it, so that's cool. So it's just some cleanup I have to do in the 7-Eleven file. That makes me not want to work on it. Maybe I'll do the cleanup like after stream. And then like maybe work on it in the middle of streams. Here's the 7-Eleven file. Ah, there's some cleanup I want to do on this shit. Doesn't look good. Oh, it's not on screen. And like, so I made a custom plugin. That's this thing right here on the right. Is I made a plugin for my help me make these things. I need to update it a little bit. I need to add more buttons. Because like, yeah, I literally have not opened this since August, and I used to work on it on stream a lot. Like my 7-Eleven. I gotta stock the shelves, which is the problem. The current-ish is stock the shelves. Because one thing that's been causing an issue in this file is Blender has a weird time rendering transparent textures in front of other transparent textures. And by default, as you can see in here, by default, oh, that's a window texture, so that kind of makes it better. By default, this is my node setup to make everything look like the Nintendo 64. And the problem is, the default node setup I have automatically plugs in an alpha channel, which sometimes causes annoying issues. Why can I trigger any of those annoying issues? Why can't I click on this? Oh, now I can. There you go. Like this thing. Well, now it's not doing it, but when you look through this transparent texture, it would like let you see through other textures, and it was annoying me. And so I want to make a button in my list of buttons that just does this. Hold on. A button in my list of buttons that just does that. Just unplugs it, and then if I press it again, it'll plug it back in. You know? Well, I think I'm supposed to plug this into here, but... yeah. Just make it more easy on me. That's the part of the shit I wanted to clean up. And dude, I hate Python. so much. But Blender plugins are all made in Python, so I have to code in Python to fix this shit. Which is like my agony. I hate Python so much. Oh yeah, what I was working on last was making these soda packs. Yeah, Connie with the burger. Did I move her out of this? I didn't mean to put her in her own blend file, because I just made her randomly. Probably my best looking model. Hey guys, that's her burger. Yeah, I mean to move her into our own blend file, but I'd be afraid to. Oh yeah, I was also working on an outside street. Ignore the shitty placeholder texture. Got a trash can back here with poop. Yeah, I want to make like a whole gas station out here. Because what kind of 7-Eleven doesn't have a gas station in front of it? None of them. And I'm like, man, outside environment hard on my brain. And I think that's why I also stopped, because I was just working on all this. And there were like 3 other 3D models I didn't work on. Which, speaking of which, I don't know if I didn't share these in here technically. I made some more 3D models. I think the eyes still throw me off on this 3D model, and I made it like last week. I made a cream model in like a day. That's good. I'm getting faster at it. The eyes still look a bit weird. And this other one took me a while to make. I made Amanda from Invincible and her monster form. The Amanda model itself took me forever, like the girl model. Because I was trying to figure out how to do just everything. And then the big guy took not long. Now I think I can crank out some of these simple models pretty fast now. I should do like a... Oh, wait, do you know what I haven't worked on in forever? That I should work on? Don't save, because I don't do anything to edit it. Is it in silly? No, is it in random? I was doing this a while ago and I never uploaded any of them. But I was making people as Toad from Mario 64. So I made my own base Toad model. And then I don't know why there's two things here. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I made my own toad model, and then I edited it to be... I have two toads here. This one was a work in progress one. I also made a beer for one of the toads. Yeah, I could work on the toad. I think the toad model still looks good. I mean, this part of the fucking jacket still bothers me. But I could probably fix that now. I have the skill to know how to make that not happen. I have to clean up these models some, because I'm pretty sure this was still when I used, Yep, this is still when I used Fast64, which is, Fast64 is the tool to make, N64, like, shit that can actually be ported into a, ROM hack. And this is back when I was still using the Fast64, plugin. And the Fast64 plugin is made for that one tool, for that, like, actually putting things on the Nintendo 64. But if you're not doing that, it kind of sucks ass to have. I'm gonna have to converting the textures is probably gonna take me like 15 minutes if I did. And probably converting the textures to my Nintendo 64 layout. Yeah. What did I do? How did I do that? What did I do? How did I do that? Alright, that's gonna undo a bunch of times. I should stop stream. I'm sleepy. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, here's a model I stopped working on. I was gonna make a Transformer OC. I was in the middle of making a Transformer OC. But I was also in the middle of doing like 5 other projects, so I stopped it. I should probably get back to work on this. I'm probably gonna start from scratch, but, you know, probably copy what I had. Man, it's hard to make a fucking Transformer. Because I just have to like model a bicycle. Oh, the ref has been moved. I don't know where the ref went. I think I was using a Yu-Gi-Oh bike as a ref. They're cool. Yeah, maybe this will be my next like streaming project, is I'll work on a fucking bicycle. Yeah, I was trying to split it up so that it's like, excuse me, so that it's like easy to animate. And then the normal form, this is as far as I got. And I was dog shit at making humanoid figures, so. Because I figured I should probably do the bike first, and then I could take parts of the bike and put it on the... Because I wasn't going to make it so it actually transforms. I was going to do like Transformers Prime, if anyone watched Transformers Prime, they kind of just move fast, and then like in one frame they switch to the like bike model. Basically, they just move really fast, and then they like just snap into the new model. The robot form and the vehicle form are completely different models in Transformers Prime. So I was gonna do that. Because, man, making a 3D model that transforms into a fucking bike would be, like, so much level of skill that I do not have. No, I'm not doing that, though. That's really actually too hard. I was on Reddit while I was talking. This person literally said Taskmaster from like Marvel is a niche character. Bro, he ain't that niche. I mean, I wish he was that niche because they absolutely fucked Taskmaster in the MCU. But bro, he ain't that niche. He's in like not like, yeah, the average person probably doesn't know who Taskmaster is, but he's been in every single fucking Marvel cartoon. He was in the fucking Spider-Man PlayStation video game. He's not that niche. I wouldn't say Taskmaster's a niche villain. Right? He's been in like every Spider-Man cartoon, like 2 of the Avengers cartoons. Fucking Taskmaster has been in like 30 video games. Like, he's not niche. And then he made an MCU appearance. He sucked in the MCU, but he did appear in it. So, you know. He's not niche. Oh yeah, 100%. The thing I find funny about... People like to argue about this, but it's just like a fact. So the plot twist in the movie that Taskmaster appears in is that, oh, Taskmaster is a guy in the comics, cartoons, video game, everything. But the twist was that, oh, Taskmaster is a girl. But there's 2 really funny things. You can tell that they made Taskmaster a girl in the last second. Because throughout the whole fucking movie, Taskmaster is like 6 feet 2 inches tall, has extremely broad shoulders, and then the second he takes off his helmet, he loses like a foot, and he has girly shoulders, because girly, you know, because a girl is the actor. It's like, bro, it's so obvious it's a different actor. Like, it's so obvious they had a different guy in the suit for the whole beginning of the movie. He just loses a foot. That helmet did not give you a foot of height. And like, the Taskmaster outfit doesn't fit the actress. Yeah, the outfit was clearly like tailored to a male actor, because when it's on the girl actor in that movie, when it's on the actress in that movie, it doesn't fit. It's like too big for her. They didn't make her an outfit that fits her. It's so funny. It's like with a last minute change, because they're like... And the funny thing is, technically, well, first off, I just prefer they didn't use Taskmaster, but technically it's a good change. It's a really bad movie, but you know, I'll give it 1 praise. Because technically it's a good change, because the whole plot of the movie is that they're trying to find the Black Widows, and the Black Widows are all girls. So why would one of the Black Widows be a guy, you know? So it's technically a good change because it wouldn't have made sense for him to be a guy. But also they just could have just not done Taskmaster. They could have done a different person for that. Or make a new character. But it's not like Taskmaster had any of his powers in that movie, you know? He didn't do any Taskmaster things. He was just called Taskmaster. Because I think they really wanted people to be like, oh, I like Taskmaster. Taskmaster was really cool. Because I saw him in the cartoons and the video games. Everyone loves Taskmaster. I think that's the only reason they made it Taskmaster. Anyway, I'm just yapping. Probably, and they could have just made up a character, who cares? Technically, presuming it's good, there's a few characters I'd love to get a movie, but considering the quality for the past 8 years, I'm not expecting anything to be good. Therefore, I kind of don't want them to make movies about my favorite characters. Because they already did. They made a Moon Knight TV show and it sucked. So, like, if I was like, oh, I want, like... trying to think of a character who hasn't been in a movie yet. Oh my god, I'm blanking now. I'm blanking. I have heard of Good Boy. I have seen who Good Boy is. That is a crazy character. They're never gonna do that. Disney hates queer people. Good Boy is the most queer fucking Marvel character in existence. Disney hate that. Anyone to be made into a fucking part of movies. I don't want to deal with that. Tired, man. Just looking at this 3D model. Any other weird 3D models that I've been working on? The ones I only have are the ones I've made to do art. Because I've made a few 3D models that are specifically made for art pieces so that I can like visualize the background better. Like this one. Or this doorway. This one's pretty cool. Need like a rock. And sometimes it is just easier to fucking 3D model something and then put it into Clip Studio. Oh yeah, I've been making these house models. I never shared these yet. Not houses, but buildings. Because I need them for my comic. That's the wrong thing. I have to turn off this. I need them for my comic for a reference because there's gonna be a lot of buildings in the comic. Obviously. I've just been making a bunch of like generic buildings. Is that it? Is that all I made? That's all I need right now, I guess. Maybe I should do that for a stream. Make a bunch of buildings. This was a fun building to work on. I liked working on this one. There's even a vending machine out front. Based off those like Japanese apartment buildings that are just like quaint. God, I want to talk more about my comic. I really want the first chapter to be done before I spoil anything. I have 2 pages fully done. There's two pages of the comic are fully illustrated. Don't know how much the first chapter is going to be. It'll be however many pages I need it to be. I'm not going to set a page quota for myself. Maybe I should just log off. Because I am getting tired. Maybe I should just log off and work on the comic off stream. Because right now I need a storyboard a fight in the comic. Ooh. Where's Twitch? There it is. I logged into it this morning to watch someone. Wow. I don't have to log in today. I'm yawning so much. I can read Adderley. Even if Simon's not live today, I was actually doing art today. Which is what makes me want to raid Simon. I appreciate him for showing up today. Here's the message on the message. Here's just clicking on the Discord. My email you have to get is this one. 80 points, as cheap as I can make it. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm probably gonna take like a 20-minute nap or something, and I'm probably gonna get back up and work on the comic. Good.